I wanted to clean up the mess that has been created about navy. Based on the recommendations that you will find from many stylists and color analysts, that navy is a universal neutral, which simply is not true. There are no universal colors based on science. There are 8 billion color types according to my research, so every single person will need a very specific and unique set of colors that will be aligned with their color type. Which means that not a single color can be worn by all people. There are 18 aspects of navy that I would like to clarify. Number 1 is timeless and versatile. Navy is considered a classic, timeless color that never goes out of style. It is seen as a highly versatile color and is recommended to be worn in any season, for any occasion, and by people of all ages, which I strongly disagree with. Number 2, it is seen as professional and sophisticated. Navy is often associated with professionalism and is a popular choice for business attire such as suits, blazers, and dresses. Stylists oftentimes say that it conveys authority, confidence, and sophistication, making it a go-to color for formal settings. That is, of course, not the case for all color types, and there will be color types that will be able to look very professional in navy, and other color types will just look very dull, sick, or overpowered by navy. Number 3, stylists will tell you that navy has a slimming effect. Like black, navy is believed to have a slimming effect, making it a flattering choice for many body types. It is often recommended for creating a streamlined and polished look. That is only the case if navy itself, the hue itself, is really aligned with your color type. If the hue is not aligned with your color type, just like the chroma and depth is not aligned with your color type, you will not look slim, you will look sick. And it also depends on very specific body types whether or not navy will be able to create a slimming effect for you. Number 4, navy is also seen as an alternative to black. Navy is seen as a softer, less harsh alternative to black, especially in formal or evening wear. It is considered more approachable and less severe, while still maintaining a sense of elegance. This is one aspect that I would agree with. If you cannot wear black, you may be able to wear navy, and this could be a beautiful alternative for you, but only if the hue and the depth is really aligned with your color type, which is not the case for all people. Number 5, navy is also seen as gender neutral. Navy is a gender neutral color, making it a popular choice for both men's and women's fashion. It is often used in unisex or gender fluid designs. This is something that I would slightly disagree with. While it is used as a gender neutral color, it is a color that will bring out and emphasize your masculine traits. So if you don't want to emphasize your masculine traits and you want to come across as more feminine, stay away from navy. And it doesn't matter what kind of body type or style type you have, it will always emphasize masculine traits. Number 6, navy pairs well with other colors. Navy is believed to be one of the most versatile colors for pairing with other shades. It works well with neutrals like white, beige, and gray, pastels like pink, mint, lavender, and bold colors like red, yellow, and orange. While this is true generally, it will depend on your specific color type whether navy at all is aligned with your color type, and if it is so, then you again have to look at the other colors that are aligned with you and not just go by generic advice like just pair it with white, beige, or gray. If white, beige, or gray is not aligned with your color type, you cannot go for that color combination, or it will just look dissonant. Number 7, navy also has its own symbolism and an influence on the specific mood that you might be creating when you're wearing navy. So navy is associated with stability, trust, and reliability, making it a popular choice for uniforms and corporate branding. It can also evoke a sense of calmness and serenity, making it a soothing choice for casual wear. This can be true if navy is aligned with your color type, if it is combined with the right clothing pieces. Not every navy garment will automatically create that type of mood, because the shape, the cut, the fabric, the fit, and the style overall will also influence how much this mood coming from the color will be emphasized or reduced. Number 8 is the seasonal flexibility that navy has. Navy is considered a year-round color suitable for both summer and winter wardrobes. In summer, it pairs well with lighter fabrics and bright accents, while in winter it complements heavier textures and darker tones. I would slightly disagree with this point as well, because navy is a very dark color, and even if you are a deep depth type, meaning you can very well wear very dark colors, doesn't mean that you will be able to wear it in summer in the same way that you will be able to wear it in winter. And here's where quantity will play a big role, meaning how much of that color you use in a specific season will determine how radiant and how polished and professional you will look. Number 9 is the cultural and historical significance of navy. Navy has historical ties to the maritime and military uniforms, giving it a sense of tradition and authority. In some cultures, navy is associated with formality and respect. This, of course, is very true. Will also depend how much you want to reference that cultural and historical cue. Number 10 is that navy is seen as an elegant evening wear. Navy is a popular choice for evening wear as it is seen as a refined and understated alternative to black. It is often used in gowns, tuxedos, and cocktail dresses. Once again, just following this general rule, you will not look radiant if navy is not aligned with your color type. Number 11, navy is seen as a minimalist and modern color. Navy is a staple in minimalist fashion as it provides a clean, modern look without being overly bold. It is often used in capsule wardrobes for its versatility and timeless appeal. Generally, this is very true. Navy can provide a very clean, a very polished and professional look, and this will also depend on the piece or the garment that you are using it with the color. But just following this general advice or just trusting that you will look clean and modern just by wearing navy is simply not true, because so many other aspects of your color type and style type will play into the fact whether or not you will look polished. For example, if navy generally is not aligned with your color type as a you, no matter what kind of professional attire you will put on your body, you will never look professional. Number 12, navy is also seen as a youthful yet mature color. Navy can be both youthful and mature depending on how it is styled. For younger audiences, it can be paired with bright colors or casual fabrics, while for older audiences, it can be used in more structured and formal pieces. Number 13, it has a very specific cultural perception. In Western fashion, navy is often associated with preppy and Ivy League styles. In some Asian cultures, navy is seen as a color of wisdom in depth. Again, it will heavily depend on what kind of style you want to create with the color navy that will make you look a certain way. But the most important aspect to cover and to know is whether or not navy is aligned with your color type. Number 14 is the practicality of navy. Navy is believed to be a practical color because it is less prone to showing stains or wear compared to lighter colors. It is a popular choice for everyday wear and work wear. This is a point that I strongly agree with because of the dark quality of navy. You can wear it very well and it is not going to show any stains or wear very quickly compared to other colors. But just because it is a very practical color doesn't mean that you should have it, because there are always alternatives within your color spectrum that you can also use as a practical color. And you can find a color that has the same depth and practicality in your specific spectrum that will be aligned with your color type. So you are not dependent on navy or black or gray alone. Number 15 is the layering potential. Navy is a great base color for layering as it pairs well with a wide range of other colors and textures. It can be used to create depth and dimension in an outfit. This is something that many people will heavily emphasize when it comes to the color navy. Yet, based on the research that I've done and the experience so far that I've had with clients, I cannot really say that navy is as versatile as many believe it to be. The amount of colors that you can combine with navy is much less than you think. Number 16 is the use for accessories and accents. Navy accessories like handbags, shoes, and scarves are considered versatile and easy to incorporate into various outfits. It is often used as an accent color to add sophistication to an ensemble. Now, this is again a very generic type of advice that I would strongly recommend not following, because navy can be a color for certain color types and a neutral for other color types. So it is not a neutral per se. For those that can use navy as a neutral, they can combine that neutral with many more colors than someone who needs to treat navy as a color. Number 17 is wedding and formal events. Navy is a popular choice for weddings, both for bridesmaid dresses and groom and groomsman attire. It is seen as a refined and elegant option for formal events, and I oftentimes see people wearing navy that are very dissonant to their color types. What it does is not only looking dissonant in real life, meaning in the setting itself, but it will also look dissonant on the photographs. Because when you are on a wedding and you decide as a man to wear navy and it is dissonant to your color type, you will have that memory for life. In addition to the challenge that the photographer has to balance the dissonance by trying to use different lighting or different setting or different editing style afterwards to make the picture work. And it is very unfortunate that for these important events, such as weddings, people choose colors that are so dissonant with their color types. Not only navy, but also the bride itself. I oftentimes see women choosing pure white, for example, for a wedding dress, even though it is very dissonant to their color type. And number 18 is the global appeal of navy. Navy is widely accepted and appreciated across different cultures and regions, making it a globally appealing color in fashion. In summary, navy is celebrated in fashion for its timelessness, versatility, and ability to convey sophistication and elegance. Its adaptability to various styles, occasions, and cultural contexts, making it a perennial favorite in the fashion world. However, in this video, I want to show you that navy is not a universal color, and my client is one of the many examples that can't wear navy. Let's find out why she can't wear navy. There are 4 aspects of color that you can look at when you are analyzing a color. It is hue, chroma, depth, and contrast. In this specific example, contrast does not play a significant role because it is not a color combination, but a single color that I'm analyzing. So the first aspect will be hue. I need to find out whether it is the wrong or right hue for her. And picking out the shirt color, which is a standard navy color, I determine the root color of that navy, and it goes back to a color that is between classic blue and indigo blue in my system. Comparing now the root color of that shirt with her perfect hues and frequencies that I've obviously calculated beforehand, I have to say that this hue is dissonant to the color type of my client. Her perfect hue that is closest to the blue spectrum is indigo blue. So it is very close, but it is still dissonant. And you will see the difference just in a second. Observing it on the color spectrum, you can see how the shirt root color is fairly close to the perfect hue for my client. And my research has shown that there are color types that have a large tolerance for hue, which means that they can deviate a certain amount from their perfect frequency and they will still look radiant, and other color types, and my client is one example of it, have a very narrow tolerance for hue, which means that the hue has to be very exact. They cannot deviate a lot. One of the reasons why navy looks dissonant on her. Now the second aspect is chroma. The chroma of the shirt is medium, which is perfect for my client because she is in that chroma spectrum. And the third aspect is depth. Is this color too light or too dark for her? The depth of the shirt is considered deep, and my client is also between medium and deep, so it would be considered a perfect depth. As I've mentioned before, my decade-long research in color analysis has shown that there are no consistent color types. which is oftentimes claimed by the seasonal analysis, for example. This means that if you have dark features, like my client, it doesn't mean that you can wear dark colors across the entire color spectrum. The same goes for chroma and contrast. This is because every hue relates to a specific feature in your face, body, as well as to your style type, and it interacts also with your biophotons in a specific way that dictates a specific chroma, depth, and contrast for each specific hue to maintain balance and health. And here is a visual example of what all of this means. Here you can see an example for a depth spectrum. For example, if you are a deep depth type, this does not mean that you can wear all the colors in a deep shade. And this is what it looks like in reality. For example, in the red spectrum, you need to wear colors that are on the lighter side. While going closer to the green spectrum, your color type will demand to wear darker colors and exclude the lighter ones, and so on until you arrive at, for example, indigo blue, where your color type would require you to wear the lightest possible shades within your depth spectrum, while for the magenta and the true raspberries, your color type would require you to wear darker and deeper shades. So this is the reality of color types. It is not as consistent as you believe it to be. And here's proof. Let's look at the before and after. Now I have taken a proper analysis image of my client and applied the navy blue color to her. When you observe what that color does to her face, you can see how the skin now looks a little bit more dull. The bone structure appears harsh, very sharp. The edges are emphasized through the depth of the color. The focus is more on the hair. The face becomes more invisible, not really noticeable. She looks a little bit overpowered, tired, and more masculine. While when you compare that to the after image, even though she is between a medium and deep depth type and she can wear dark colors, for this specific hue, her color type dictates to wear lighter shades. And what this lighter shade does, in the right frequency obviously, is that it is harmonious to her skin tone. You can see how her skin looks fresh and lifted. There's more light on her skin. The skin looks more even and it glows. The bone structure now is softer. The focus point is on her eyes. She looks polished and put together, and most of all, she looks more feminine. If you have any questions about this video, leave them in the comments. If you love this video, leave a like and leave a comment, and feel free to share it with anyone who would benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to elevate your style and health this year. Also, activate the notification bell to get notified whenever I release a new video, and I recommend watching this video next.